Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be starting a new series on the channel. Still in the mood for a detective game after sort of prematurely bringing the Halma playthrough to an end. But this is Chicken Police, painted red. Again, noir. Again, a detective game, but I think it's going to be quite different. So let's dive in and play it for ourselves. New game.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too. Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago.
Expecting a lot more bad puns like that.
We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement. What could possibly go wrong?
I like how a mouse curse is like a gun sight.
My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Okay, so we can look around at stuff. Oh, okay, we can pan a little bit as well. Old books.
I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has. I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink.
Okay, we could call. We don't have any numbers to call at the moment. I'll take my badge,
wallet
though.
and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine. So I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes. Just in case. My
cigarette?
last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal.
A gun.
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
It's good. I think we got everything. Pot of papers.
I don't even know what these papers are. I promised myself I'd write a novel one day. The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground. We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight.
Celebrity cops from the dump.
This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter.
Is it a monkey or something playing the trumpet? M.B. Davis.
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants.
Yeah.
The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes.
Okay. Don't want to turn off the light. Don't want to go into the bedroom, particularly.
I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here, whether I like it or not.
Alright.
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
Okay, let's talk to the mystery, dear.
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
Question, ask, speak.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Phil Marlowe. Philip Marlowe. He's a famous literary private detective.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you. That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited your...
Let me introduce myself.
I'm not a...
Believe me, Miss...
Look, miss.
Am I that easy to read?
Sorry, I went back because I skipped that line by accident.
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
Okay. Is she gonna... Do we just do it again? Or...
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats, exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
New function, questioning. Okay, so if we click on her now, we can do some questions. Okay. Focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. So we have a John Doe. Doe a deer. Very good. This fella is rather suspicious. I should concentrate on that. Okay. Oh, he is suspicious. I am suspicious. Why are you suspicious? That's the X-doubt option, I guess. Anyone who's played LA Noir or knows the meme. A new impression. So many options. Detective meter is your best friend. It shows how well the questioning is going. Keep it on the positive side, okay?
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Okay. That's just everything we know already. Who exactly are you, man?
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
As he reads out exactly as it said, I'm not gonna read the same dialogue lines, I guess.
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Shy, doubtful. Did I get a new clue? Not very confident. Are you sure you're all right?
You're not very confident.
Yes.
Said I wouldn't do that.
Excuse me. I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
Breaking into the apartments of strangers isn't that big a deal. Some people do it as a hobby.
Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland. This is hard for me as it is.
You're right. Sorry.
Oh, that was negative. Okay. I don't want to like hit on her particularly.
Did you come alone? All by yourself?
I took the subway, then the tram, and then I walked. It wasn't easy to find this place, and to be honest, I had to be discreet.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm starting to get the picture.
This is quite unpleasant for me.
Okay, so we got something there. Alright, so he said maybe we should start gentle with easy questions.
Were you born and raised in Clawville?
Why do you ask?
I couldn't think of anything better.
Well, I'm not from around here. I'm from Grassmore. Maybe you could hear I have a slight accent. Do you know where it is?
Where what is?
Grassmore, of course. You just asked.
Oh, that. Don't worry about it. I'm not interested.
Huh. Do you like to play with other animals?
Oh, for the wild ones. Am I that transparent?
I'm afraid so.
Well, I'm a little rusty, it seems. Let's change the subject, shall we?
Oh wow, that went very poorly. Okay. Right, I was just trying to be chatty. Why come visit me? Why not your employer?
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what he means.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
Sure it's not yeah, we'll go this one.
I'm sure it's not intentional, but, are you toying with me?
I'm not sure I understand you, Mr. Featherland.
Cut the crap, Deborah. You're a pretty smart girl, and you can't hide that no matter how hard you try. But ever since we've been talking, I couldn't force one single straight answer out of you. I'm starting to think I'm terrible at what I do.
I'm sorry, Mr. Featherland, you're right. I'll try to be more straightforward next time.
I appreciate that, ma'am.
God. Shy, doubtful, frightened, hiding something.
Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland. Not really.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino. I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
Okay.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him...
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Exactly.
Feathery gods help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Not bad for the first try. But I don't think we need to retry. I feel like we got to the heart of the matter. What do we do now? Walk again?
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
Okay, so inventory.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall, with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Alright, so we've got a lot of stuff going in a case file up here. So the notebook. Gathering vital information, suspects, victims, locations. Open any text to read the translated version in your... Oh, okay. So if you didn't get that already from when I looked at the pictures, it states it here. Molly, the name that was mentioned there in the flyer, is Sonny's wife. A estranged wife. I get the feeling that she's left him. I'm going to go down the people, though, that we know. Deborah we've met. What do we know about Natasha? Species cat. Female. She has remarkably green eyes, and she's definitely in trouble. Personal infos. The employer of Deborah. Getting threatened. Currently the girlfriend of notorious gangster Ibn Wessler. Explains a lot of things, mainly the excessive secrecy. She owns the Tsar Club. Lewis. Rabbit. Old friend of mine. He's stuttering heavily when he talks. Lewis is the owner of the once reputable Atlas Hotel and a good friend of mine. At the moment he's my landlord. It's only the two of us living in this unbelievably enormous hotel. He's crazy about detective stories and he gladly helps me whenever I ask him. He's got a phone number there as well. On his Wessler. He's a rat. Good looking, charismatic and a clucking gangster. One of the most well-known gangsters in Clawville. Real estate mogul, bank director, museum owner, distiller, smuggler, and information broker. And that's only the half of what I've heard about him. He has his dirty little paws everywhere in the city's underworld. Okay, so that's all the people that we've heard of currently. Places... What do we know about the Tsar Club? One of the most famous nightclubs in the city. Owners of the juiciest booties and hardest fists frequent the place. And it's famous for not serving cops, except if they're knee-deep in the dirt. Yeah, I think this is sort of pretty much self-explanatory. Right.
Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
How do we... Oh, okay, that's pretty good. It highlights all the stuff you can interact with. Do I talk to her again?
Thank you again, Mr. Feather.
Don't mention it, Deborah. I had no other plans for today, except drink. But tell me, do you have a light?
I'm sorry, I don't smoke.
Thought so.
Okay, how do we leave? Light switch. Oh, look, I didn't press that because I thought I wouldn't want to turn the lights off when we were in there, but actually the lights were off. I guess we'll keep them off for now. Okay, what am I missing here? Maybe places? Do we travel to things from here? Seem like it. I expect that's a map, but...
Maybe I'm just...
I might pause here while I'm trying to figure out how to leave the room and get to our next location.
Every whiskey has the same color nowadays. At least in this price range.
Okay, hold up. Okay, so you know that phone and that phone number we got? That's what we're supposed to do. So let's call Lewis then. Oh, I missed that. Am I supposed to do it manually? 555 something. What's his number? 555932. What was it again there? 555. I'm just about old enough to remember rotary phones like this. Just about.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. just a minute.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here, not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his
Right.
inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place. Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to
so
take
cute.
care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
Okay, yes, we got the map screen now. Scene types. So anything with a police badge is a main scene that moves the story forward. We have limited scenes with a little hourglass that open for a specific duration, which is determined by the main story progression. If you're a completionist, be sure to visit all of them. We'll try and do as many of those as we can. Closed scenes that cannot be reached for the time being. Top tick, pick the next main scene if you're absolutely sure you don't want to visit any of the available limited scenes anymore. You may not be able to visit them later. Okay, so currently can't scroll out, I can't move around. Ooh. So I guess we go to Clawville PD.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night?
I feel like there's something inherently funny about having the main character be a chicken. I don't know. Every time I sort of see him trying to do like a serious scene or something, I sort of end up laughing.
I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night.
Got a hedgehog and a porcupine. Bullet holes.
This happened when that old bloodhound, Bloodboil, was promoted to chief of police.
Okay, well, don't elaborate any further.
Back in the day, I used to patrol the city streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages.
Right, we talk to these guys. I'll take a look at them first.
Phyllis and Roy's. Two hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless.
Oh, dear.
Well, look at that. Hey,
I was
Sonny,
not expecting that voice
what
to
you
come out.
stretching out over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're on luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
Prickles coming through their waterproofs.
I see you're still the funny guy round here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce. I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Okay. That's got to be Blood Boil, right?
Every time this poster disappears, good old Blood Boil puts it right back, immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the Chief.
Alright, let's go in.
Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement.
I wonder if they're literally pigs. Talk to most of these people. I guess we work through it. Going to talk to Monica.
Monica Rosen. Receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. She's too good for this place, even for this city. Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those 2 prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
That's cool.
Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross. And probably toxic.
That's like every time I try and introduce a new type of food to my kids. It's gross and probably toxic,
Honor,
apparently.
strength, unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick.
Alright, here's this guy, Mort.
Mort Mardigan, a notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years, but that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the cluck did he do this time? Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
It's Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I
Little
didn't
fuzzy
even do
eyebrows.
anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Hey, Jesse is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. You understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be, but neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, Sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
That's so weird. I was thinking, as soon as I saw the name Boobo, I thought, I wonder if that's an owl, because a couple of days ago, my daughter's got interested in stop-motion animation type stuff. So we watched like some YouTube stuff on Ray Harryhausen, who did the old, a lot of the old movies. She wanted to watch Clash of the Titans, the original one, which he did the animations for, and we did a couple of days ago. And the owl in it, both the real one that belongs to the goddess and the mechanical one they make that accompanies Perseus, was called Bubo. So that was one of those weird, timely coincidences you sometimes get.
Damn right.
First time I'd heard that name.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this detective buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon.
Hey, we've got Bosco. That's a good name for that dog.
Detective Chow Hound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but nah, he's just a lapdog.
Okay.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy, as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes.
Little hairy arms.
This son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know that lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you. Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat...
Hello to
let me
you.
just,
I'm still a cop for an...
All right. No need to bite. Wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kinda lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted. It's not that simple,
done it again.
Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
We got the gist
No
of what he
worries,
like you
pal.
said. Officer
One of
Barton.
Blood Boil's favorites. Mainly because he's a dog, of course.
If any of them are
redacted,
redacted, I'm probably going to lose it.
practice once.
For anyone who doesn't know, I've got redacted.
Disrespect. We were just too damn drunk.
Probably occasionally hear him barking in the background of videos.
Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here. All it takes is one look, and my comb starts to tingle, which never means anything good.
United in everlasting peace.
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
So look at stuff. Keep your gun clean, Mr. Lawman.
Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
What does it say? Hey you, if you let the ammunition boxes... if you let the ammunition boxes open again, I'll kick your chicken ass, Marty. Okay.
I was just about to go when you came in, so if you want shooting practice, maybe turn on the lights first.
You're right. I'm gonna do that.
Do we speak to Marty first, or do we try shooting? He's got them all, they've all got names.
Her Majesty Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha 2, because there was one before her. A sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week. But once he saw this giant lady here, the balance of the universe was restored. I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody has ever complained. Claudia. Tiny, dark, and angry, and hits you where it hurts the most. I know her well. Marty calls her Susie, and I have to say, this little she-devil pulled us out of many tough situations over the years. Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always. Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. Were you lost? This is the PD building, you know.
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny. Hell yeah, I remember.
Very sensitive, the button click.
My aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny. Stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
Why don't we have a go at the shooting range? Do we need a hint? Well, go have a look. Aim your gun at enemies and avoid shooting hostages. Shooting enemies increases points, while hitting hostages does the opposite. You need to reload your gun after 6 shots, just like in the westerns, but even faster. Okay. How do I reload? Oh, there we go. quite well not shooting hostages up until then. Ooh. So that was the second best on my first go. Marty's got quite a lot more. Alright, we'll try one more time. I lost a few trying to work out how to reload. It's right click. Hey, I think we beat Marty. There we go. 12,090. Oops, I did exit to main menu, didn't I? Sorry. Leave shooting range. Okay, pretty good.
Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hot dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty, with a different Sonny.
Well, all right. To the city then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go. Sonny, there's a little problem.
Not so little, and it smells, too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Just kidding. Sort of.
Alright, well I guess we're gonna talk to Blood Boil here. Before we do that, I just want to have a quick look at the codex, because I want to have a look at what it says about Marty. Here he is. Special feature, unusual height and weight for a fowl, shiny white feathers. He shot me once, and I deserved it. Personal info. We've been partners for almost 10 long, hard years. Well, we were, because now he's only helping me unofficially until I wrap up this case. Marty is a hothead with a hard fist, but he's loyal until the end, and I can count on him in every way. Especially if guns are in the picture. That's when he reveals his true self, and that's when I don't ever want to get in his way. Anymore, at least. We can have a look at Blood Boil, what we know about him. We don't really know much about him. The Chief is a real legend. Also, he hates me. Alright, let's talk to him.
The Chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood. But he never is, actually.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Blood Boil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
Doesn't pull his punches, does he? New location, coffee shop. Okay. And the club. The info on Boyle changed at all. He's my boss and the living statue of justice. He's tough, ruthless, and above all, unbribable. And of course, he is a racist bastard, but still, I don't want to be here when he retires to witness how chaos devours Clawville for good. Zip. My old enemy who became a good friend over the years. Who else have we encountered? Some of these. I'm not going to look up all of these. Places. So there's the hot dog. That's the new one.
We can't avoid speaking with the chief first. And we'll...
Oh, we did, didn't we?
We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we can get out now. But I think we're going to leave it there for today. When we come back, we are going to head to the Hot Dog and get a coffee with our partner, and then on to the club to find out what's going on with this case that we've taken. So I'll just say thanks very much for watching this first episode of Chicken Police, Paint It Red. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun, isn't it? It's a lot of fun. I think the dialogue's really good, the voice acting's really good, the art style I like. It's, like I said, anything with has the chicken just trying to be serious or thoughtful just makes me laugh intrinsically. It's it's really good, enjoying it, and hopefully you are too. If you did enjoy this episode, if you could hit the thumbs up button, that'd be fantastic. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the game. Have you played it? Did you enjoy this? Let me know what you think. And if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, it'd be great if you could do so. So thanks very much once again, and I hope to see you next time for more Chicken Police. Bye for now.